Sorry folks, just got somebody else filming in the background. Right then folks, welcome back. Welcome to Anglesey and welcome to the Midday Straits. A new mark for me today. A new mark for both of us. We've got Mr. Tommy Joe fishing just behind us. Notice already how he's got the nice clean spot. He's picked a nice sandy piece, stuck me in the mud. This week has not exactly gone to plan. We've been watching the forecast all week, and I'll ask Tommy in a minute just how much I've actually peed him off this week. We should have been fishing the Kean Peninsula. Nothing but spiders and dogs down there. Then we were going to head to South Wales. The winds have shifted 4, 5, 6 times. Almost every time, even twice daily, I've looked at forecasts and they've changed. There's forecast to be big westerlies yesterday, which was going to lift the sea, make it pretty uncomfortable, and then it was going northwesterly today, which would have been in your face. We've ended up on Anglesey and the wind's changed again. Rather than it being 10 or 15 mile an hour, it's more like 30 mile an hour, dead southerly, and we're here on the Straits getting blasted. We might be able to see. I've got the cap on backwards because that's already gone up the beach once. Tommy's rods have gone over once. I've cast that way, got my rod facing that way because the wind, like I say, is just absolutely howling up there. But we are out, we are fishing. This is probably going to be a video of 2, maybe 3 marks. We're out all day. Typically what happens when I get with Tommy is we end up spending that much time yapping, putting the world to rights, catching up, end up doing very, very little filming. Yeah, that's really the plan. The plan is we've got no plan. Pulled in the car park this morning and Tommy laughed and he says, mate, this is nothing like we planned. This isn't even plan C, I think we're on plan E now. So we are literally going to fish here. It's about low water. Where are we? 7:30. So yeah, about low water. We're probably going to fish 2, maybe 3 hours of the flood here. We're going to go get some breakfast, have a good chat, have a catch up, and then we're going to go fish somewhere else. Oh. If I don't get stuck in the mud and end up stranded here. Look, just look at the state of this, right? Like I say, rods are almost backwards to the line. And then we come over here, come over to this palace, look at this nice clean ground he's bagged for himself here. All apparently because he's a left-handed and needs to be on my left-hand shoulder. Mate, I was just saying to people, how much have I pissed you off this week?
Oh, loads, and you still are now, right now. Let's go here, this sounds great. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea, let's do that. Let's go to Anglesey where I fish every day. Yeah, great.
I think, yeah, Tommy got quite excited earlier on in the week where I was like, right, we're deciding South Wales. And then I had a few reports come through, watched the winds, and I was like, mate. Plus, this is probably going to be my last big trip before baby arrives. So there's half a chance I'm going to get called back. I was hoping to be here for the weekend, but I think it's only going to be a one-day thing. So yeah, driving all the way down to South Wales for a one-day trip, probably not the best idea. So at least we're here, we can give it the best shot. Like I say, I think we've thrown the rule book out the window now, haven't we? Yeah,
we're just fishing for what's in front of us now, I think, innit? Yeah.
So
have a go. We'll get something, I'm sure.
So yeah, we haven't got a plan. We're going to wing it. Hopefully it makes a decent video. Hopefully we get some fish. Here we are then, the moment of truth. First retrieve. I've only put one rod out because it's blowing a gale. And I want to see how it's fishing first. Tommy's gone for 2 rods and he's going to see if we're going to suffer with that big ledge.
I'm brave.
See if we suffer that big ledge, see if he gets stuck close in.
It's fine, that mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, fine.
There we go. Is that weed just in the shallows or? That weed then?
Yeah, just
there. Pick that up there?
I think I've just come off clean mud.
Right then folks, me and Tommy's done a bit of chatting. And now that he's managed to recover his gear, I'll come back to the slop that is my my area. I think what I'm going to do actually is move across. Let's go and have a look over here because this is horrible. Actually, move a bit further away from Tommy. As much as it pains me to say it, come and get set up over on this shale. I think that'd be a bit better. Tide is flooding pretty hard. It's already up to my rod stand. So we'll get moved over here and we get another bait ready for the for the rod that we've got out. I'll bring that in, we'll get that cast out, we'll move over onto the shale, and now that Tommy's getting his gear back and the tide's pushing, I think it's time to set a second rod up, do some actual fishing. Right folks, that is it. We're moved, we're set up, 2 rods out, we're on some cleaner ground. I can get the boots washed off a little bit on the shale, get rid of some of this crap so it's not going back in the van. Yeah, the tide is pushing hard. Tommy is probably 30-40 yards away from us now, so we might stand a chance of catching some fish. Yeah, I've got an up and over out with, what have I got on there at the minute, bluey, size 3.0 hooks, small strip of bluey, and then the rod that I've just put out is I've got just a 1 hook, well, kennel click down, but it's a rigid click down, if that makes any sort of sense. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, we've got both rods out. Tide's pushing hard. The weather is deteriorating rapidly. The one thing, right, that I didn't think to look at, not once out of all of that did I think to actually look what the weather was doing itself. Back home today it's forecast 32 degrees. This morning I almost put shorts on, and here I am dressed to the nines. I haven't got any waterproof overchargers, I didn't bring them with me. But
well, at least it's summer, Alex.
Mate, I was literally just saying, I nearly left my house in shorts this morning. The one thing that I didn't look at this week, how many screenshots did I send you of weather and wind?
It's crazy, yeah. It wasn't promising this, you know.
No, I know, I've said that.
It wasn't promising this.
There you go.
It wasn't promising this at all.
I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes.
It was meant to be a bit windy last night.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just easing off, and it's just gone absolutely vice versa. The wind's just got up and up and up, and rain has come with it.
Yeah. Mate,
I'm not going to lie,
can you imagine?
I can't wait until this session's over.
Early breakfast.
It's doing my Sweden. My rods have fallen over about 5 times. I've just missed another bite, but I'm struggling to tell if it's a bite or
I'm casting that way, yeah, and my rods are facing that way just to try and stop them going over.
It's bad, isn't it?
I've lost my train of thought now. I can't remember what I was saying. This is why neither of us do much filming. Look at him go. Watch that mud. Oh, it'd be brilliant if he went on his face, wouldn't it? Have you ever seen a man move so quick? That was brilliant. That was like watching Usain Bolt. A white Usain Bolt.
See that goal then?
No, I was busy talking to you. Sure, it not just broken loose in the tide, no? Yeah, we're fishing. The weather is terrible, like I say. The one thing, in fact, there you go. Luckily, I've got the camera light taped to the back of me seat box. Otherwise, you'd have gone over then. Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna do a better job of taping you up. Wait there. Yeah, the one thing I didn't look at is what the actual weather was doing. So I could be stood here freezing my whatsits off in shorts. And like I say, I was expecting westerlies, west-southwesterly. So hence why we've come to the Straits. And it ain't doing it. It ain't doing it. It's raining. It might be an early breakfast, folks. But like I say, we're here for the day. We'll stick at it. We'll soldier on. We will get some fish. How's your heart rate?
Mate, that, yeah. So I've had a couple of bites, yeah, but I'm trying to pick up a decent bass, which I know you get from here, yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't put my ratchet on, and I've just put a big crab bait literally at the end of that weed, and then I just turned around it just went like that, keeled over twice, but there's nothing there. The only thing I can think of, yeah, is I've started fishing with small hooks recently.
Yeah.
And my hooks might not be big enough, but yeah, I tell you what, they're hooks that I have fallen in love with. Can I say that on your channel?
Of course you can.
They're hooks that I've fallen in love with. The mustard wormers.
Yeah. I've got some old packs of the old. I
tell you what, yeah, they're absolutely amazing. But I think these are size 1/0s, and I've been using them for the hounds.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely nailing the hounds because they're so sharp.
Yeah.
But thin gauged.
Couple of people mentioned to me about that, you know, going to a thinner gauge hook.
Well, that's why I've done it, because this year I'm just playing about a bit. But I think, because I've had 2, what I would say, bass bites now, yeah, I think that the hooks are too small.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's not the end of the world, is it?
Mate, I've got to say, as much as I love you, I was praying you slipped over in that mud.
Well, 5 minutes ago, yeah, I got stuck in a weed then. I was in a temper because my stand had gone over here, and I went to get it and I nearly went face first in the sea, mate.
Tommy's just shouted over, says it can only get better. So his rods have gone over again. He's lost a set of gearing close. I've just set up that second rod. Lost my other rod. Found that snag, that shelf that was close in. We literally both said we're on clean ground here, and I got, yeah, about, I could see my shop leader not. If I'd have had waders on, I'd have been able to walk out and get hold of my shop leader. It's that close. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother setting this other rod back up. I'll put some more shot leader on it and get it ready for this afternoon's session, but I think I'm going to drop to one rod. I don't think we're going to be here much longer, if I'm honest. Come on, get your son up. Where's the leader knot? Come on, baby. Come on, keep coming, we're up. We're up, we're in. What is that? Is that a dog? Oh, it's now a dog plus weed, I think. Whoa. We've got the gear back at least. Had to march it backwards. Leader not sort of stuck up at the top. Where's my line? Let's have a gander. It is a doggy. A teeny tiny doggy, but I'm off the mark. That means we can now move on to somewhere else. Alright, let's just have a very quick look at him. Look, I'm sure you've all seen doggies before. I still think they're a stunning little fish. He is teeny tiny. Will he go 50 centimetres for the hunt? Who knows? Oh, he might do actually, when he chills out a little bit, stops being a little weasel. Oh, you know what, you're putting up that good a fight. He would have gone 50 just, but I'm sure he's not going to be the last one of the day, so off you go, my mate. See you later. To consult with the oracle. What are we doing? Are we staying or are we going soon? Huh? Yeah, give it till 10. There we go. Oh, he's got me, little bugger. Yeah, we're going to give it till 10. So Tommy says, so we're going to give it another half an hour. I am not going to bait that other rod up. I'm going to stick a bait back on that. I'll show you that rig, because I promised you that. We'll get a bait out there and yeah, see how we go. I was going to show you that rig, but Tommy's just hooked into something that he says is a big fish. I'm going to run over. I'm going to get him some footage for that, for his video, and I shall bring you back. Oh well, now that bit of excitement's over and done with, I shall bring you back and show you this rig. But the fish are starting to move in, which is a good sign. Bad sign is we do keep getting Tommy struggle with that ledge a little bit, that pulled into a load of weed, but the fish are here, so let's get baited up, get back out there. Right then folks, this is the rig that I'm using. Like I say, it's dead simple. It is a three-way swivel on the 90-degree bit. I've got my weight length, which is 60 pound, I think that is, down to a 6 ounce and a splashdown. And then the lead that I'm using, it's got these little foils in it, which supposedly help with casting, but I also find helps lift the lead a little bit, which hopefully means that we're going to get this back. Now, straight down from the three-way swivel, this is where it's a bit different. Straight down from the three-way swivel is my hook length, and on there I've got panel set up, usual panel set up, 4.0 circle and a 4.0 in over tamers, I think that one is from the look of it. And the difference is that is 80 pound line. It is also shorter than the weight link, so when it's all clipped up nice and neatly, it looks like that. So the slack bit of line is your weight length, the taut bit of line is that 80 pound hook length. And the beauty of this is that if your weight gets snagged, the whole of this acts as your weak link, and essentially will snap off. So your lead will break free, and you are left connected directly to the fish. That's the theory anyway. It's worked in the past. It works well on rough ground for cod season and stuff like that. I'm hoping we get to test it out here on the rocks. Anyway, I'm going to get a fresh peeler stuck on that. There you go. Nice proud hook points all around. Get that sent out. Hopefully find that big hound. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know. It's bad, isn't it, when you don't know if it's a fish or not? There's a lot of weight, but like I say, there has been quite a bit of crap on this mark. Oh, it's sitting in the tide though. I think it could be. Oh, we're in that ledge. We are in that ledge. Now we're going to see what gives first. I think it's run me into that ledge. What I'm going to do is let that fish. There we go. Look. Just let that fish run a little bit, and then see if we can get it up. There we go. That's the one. Come on. Don't scare it off.
Got it.
Thank you very much, mate. Yes. Go on.
Oh, mate, that's a good hound, that. Oh.
Yeah, she's a heavily laden little lady, this one. Always support them under the belly. Oh, what a cracking fish that. I reckon. Huh?
It's about £6, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. 6 or 7.
Yeah, we're going for 6.
Yeah. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to get a quick picture of this. I'll get her back, get another bait out there. I might move up and go and join Tommy, because if they're in, we're only going to be fishing 1 rod a piece.
Yeah, we're struggling now, the tide's coming so high.
So, yeah, I'll get a picture of her, get her back, we'll move up there and get another bait out there. We're staying a bit longer.
Yeah. She's gonna settle there, she'll go, won't she?
She's in plenty of water.
Oh.
The tide's coming in.
2-3 foot of water there, should be fine. Happy days?
Smash it. Thank you, mate.
Right then, folks, we have moved, we're all set up. Same setup, just right next to the one and only Tommy Joe. So, yeah, it's been a mad hour. I think you've had, what, 3? I've had that 1 and a dog. I have gambled though, so far we've caught all the hounds. You've had all yours on crab as well, haven't you?
All on crab, yeah.
So all of them have come to crab. I've got some prawns with me, and I thought I'd gamble and see if we can't find. They've all been a similar sort of stamp. We think one of Tommy's might have been a double, but yeah, I thought I'd try a prawn, just see if we can't find a slightly bigger one. And that's the state of affairs. So yeah, we're set up, we're on each other's shoulder, so hopefully we can help land. There's a bit of a ledge in front of us just off here, so we're a bit higher, got a bit of elevation, hopefully try and get us above that snag. And we're probably going to give it another half hour. We've both just said at the same time that we are both quite hungry now, so yeah, we'll see what happens. If that pack have moved through and we don't get any bites, we're probably going to call it quits and head on. Go get some breakfast and figure out a plan for the rest of the day. I can't tell if it's fish or just weed. It's not pulling back. There we go. Yeah, it's alright. Might need to. Just weed. Yeah. I knew you'd give me a hard time if I was on braid.
How are you enjoying mono?
Literally put that on About 8:30 last night.
Right.
So we'll find out. We'll find out.
Much better than that breed.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Should we go and get some breakfast?
Yeah.
Breakfast time, folks. We'll see you in part 2. Right then, we are back up and running. Back up and running on a rock mark. Spent far too long nattering, yakking away. Had some breakfast, coffee, another coffee. So it's going to be a fairly short session again. What we got now? Probably 2 hours, 2 and a bit hours to high water. We'll probably fish up and over high water and maybe back down 2. Tommy's all set up in the background. Got his big rod out. What are you doing? Setting up small hooks now?
This is just a gap filler, isn't it? So I'm just playing about.
So yeah, Tommy's just going to see what's out there. I've got that big rod, that big rig that I had on earlier that I had the hound on. I've got that out with squid and anchovy, and then I've just put out my other rod. I've just made up a very quick pulley pennel rig on the rocks and sent that out with a big chunk of bluey on. So for me, off here, huss, raise, doggies, because I need a 50 centimetre doggy. I'll have shot myself in the foot if I threw that doggy back earlier, having said, oh, it's not going to be the only doggy we catch all day, and I don't catch any more doggies for the hunt. So yeah, those are the 3 targets for me. I'm going to sit and maybe tie a few more rigs up just in case we lose gear. We shouldn't do, really. It's fairly clean ground. Tied up a couple of pulley rigs. Rod tips are bouncing around in this wind like one-o. That's there sat doing nothing. Thought now's the ideal time to try and find us some fresh bait. So I brought the air light with me. Just literally put my cap on backwards so the wind doesn't whip it off the top of my head and in the drink. Literally just going to have a flick around with some feathers. Oh, nearly spooled it. Let's see if we can't find a few mackerel. See if there's anything knocking about in this bay. Just for 10 minutes, me and Tommy will probably take turns, to be honest. A bit of a flick about, a bit of a mess about. Like I say, just purely to see if we can get some fresh bait. If it wasn't for this wind, you know, I'd probably just be in a t-shirt. It's once this wind dies down, it's actually quite hot, but that wind is relentless. I don't know if I've mentioned the wind yet today, but it's windy. Right, let's try going over that way this time instead. Up, 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 up. Feather it down. Don't know if you'll be able to see in the camera, but there is not much braid on this reel at all. There we are. What are you saying about tote bait? It's a beast of a mackerel as well, that. Oh, and it's hung up itself in the rocks. Oh, you little pig.
Can't land it for you.
Yeah, you might have to, you know.
Oh, you're joking.
You're not bothered about it being a bit battered and bruised, are you?
It's only one?
Yeah.
With all that effort?
Light gear, mate. I keep telling you, light gear is the way forward. It's a big one, though. That's what she said.
My wife tells me.
Ah, no, I got in there first. That's about £3, that. Oh, quick, grab it.
Oh.
Grab it. That's what your wife said as well, wasn't it?
Alex's £3 mackerel.
Ooh, you've got big hands, you.
And that's what I say.
Alright, see if there's any more out there. See, Tommy's taking the mick out the size of my mackerel, but it's that big, it's literally kicking the top off my cool box. It's a fighter. Can you imagine, though, the power if you got mackerel over 50 centimetres? Oh, that's gone slack. That's gone very slack. I was literally just thinking, I'll check them baits, but That might well be a bite. Right, let's put this down. Let's go and check some baits. There we go, folks. Teeny tiny doggy. Not sure how long he's been on there. Quite deeply hooked, but managed to get it out. A bit bloody, but he'll go back fine. I've never seen one float yet. Right then, folks, we've had a steady session. Plenty of these. I haven't been bringing them back to camera, but this one's finally gone over 50 centimetres, so that's one for this month's hunt. I mean, he's over 50 centimetres, I think he's about 52 centimetres, and about as thick as my wrist. There's literally nothing to him, but they're blighting us. So we've had dogs and mackerel so far on here. Tommy's even had mackerel on bait. But yeah, a steady session. Done more chatting, to be honest, than fishing. But it's always fun to be out, good to be out. That wind's still whittling away, so we're gonna have a sit down and see if we can come up with a plan for later, and we'll carry on, no doubt, catching these guys. Biggest one of the day by far. Nothing to shout about really, but so's we've really got to shout for on this session. Dogs and a few mackerel. And that, ladies and gents, is the end of that one. Yeah, what do we have? Hounds and dogs this morning, dogs and mackerel this afternoon. I'm not going to say to you it was a hard session or anything like that. Neither of us fished particularly hard. It was just one of them nice, chilled out days fishing. Yeah, cracking day to be out. A bit windy. Did I mention it was windy? But yeah, lovely day to be out fishing. Really enjoyed myself. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've certainly enjoyed being out fishing. Enjoyed being out with Tommy. Make sure to go and check his video out. Fishing and Country Life with Tommy Joe. Fishes a lot more than I do, and puts out some really good content. So if you haven't gone and checked his channel out, please do. Also, if you fancy coming over and fishing Anglesey, Tommy does do guided sessions, so 4 and 8 hour sessions. You can look him up on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram and all the usual places. Get in touch with him and sort that out if you fancy coming and having a crack, or just want to get after some of the big fish that he goes chasing. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed being out. And until next time, take care and tight lines.